Welcome to Mr. Incredible News. From lucky timing to unbelievable surprises, these incredible moments are worth every second of your attention. You can plan your route, but you can never plan the wind. An airplane is only as reliable as the attention given to every single bolt, cable, and inspection. Every highway worker, officer, and tow truck driver deserves more room than most drivers give them. It only takes one corner to remind every driver that physics is always paying attention.
Mira los carros, Dios mío, Dios mío. Mira.
3 inches of rain doesn't sound like much, until it falls in just a few hours.
Los carros están, mira.
Speed is thrilling, right up until physics decides it's in charge. On mountain roads, even a small steering or braking mistake can quickly become critical because there is very little room to recover. The scary part isn't crashing into the pool, it's walking away as if someone else should deal with the consequences. Landslides don't move like a river. They move like an avalanche made of earth. Laughing at the jokes is easy, but I feel for the families dealing with the damage afterward.
Instead, the guys have the whole biscuit.
If you're racing a drawbridge, you've already made the wrong decision. A few minutes of waiting beats a lifetime of explaining. The road doesn't care how experienced you are or how familiar the route feels. One moment of trouble can change everything. I've learned that erosion is one of nature's quietest forces. It works slowly until one day it doesn't. Freight locomotives are built to pull thousands of tons across the country. But even these giants rely on thousands of mechanical parts working together every second. It only takes one major failure to bring the whole operation to a stop. People think the ocean only shapes beaches. Give it enough time, and it'll carve holes straight through solid rock. Brake failures on heavy trucks are rare, but when they happen, the vehicle's weight makes it much harder to stop or avoid obstacles.
Semi better go. Oh my goodness. Middleton, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
Every railroad crossing is a reminder that patience is one of the cheapest safety features ever invented. Waiting an extra minute may feel inconvenient, but it's a whole lot better than becoming the reason a train has to make an emergency stop.
He got up there and it was too sharp of a point and it was coming off his so he
Nicknamed the Moon Rocket, this enormous cargo transforms an ordinary highway into a moving engineering project. Convoys of this scale require detailed route surveys, police escorts, and carefully coordinated traffic management to move safely through towns and intersections. Camping is relaxing, right up until it's time to leave.
Oh my God! Stop!
When a train and a truck meet on the same track, the laws of physics have already picked a winner. The only smart move is making sure they never meet. A tsunami isn't just a giant wave. It's the ocean carrying the energy of an earthquake across entire coastlines. That's why every second after the warning matters. Heavy equipment doesn't forgive shortcuts. One rush decision can turn an ordinary workday into a very expensive lesson.
Allahu Akbar. 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 Opa. Lawan.
Not every impressive piece of engineering rolls out of a high-tech factory. Sometimes it comes from a farm workshop and years of experience. Some of the world's most demanding transport operations happen far from major highways. Here, success depends on experience, careful planning, and complete confidence in both the machines and the people operating them. A hard landing always looks dramatic, but sometimes it's the safer choice. Pilots would rather land firmly than risk floating too far down a short runway. Living in Tornado Alley teaches you one thing pretty quickly. You don't argue with the weather. You prepare for it and get out of its way. Nothing is stopping me from going fishing today. I'm going. Every centimeter matters during a heavy haul maneuver. Using remote-controlled steering and synchronized hydraulic axles, operators can rotate and reposition massive loads with extraordinary accuracy.
Tamo junto.
Vamos lá. É o início.
What looks effortless is actually the result of years of experience and highly advanced engineering.
Aqui já acontece a primeira curva, aqui logo na entrada, aqui na portaria.
Jet engines don't care if you're there for the perfect vacation photo. Behind every takeoff is enough thrust to move an airplane weighing tens of thousands of pounds. I've learned that heavy rain doesn't have to fall where you are to put you in danger. Water from the mountains has a way of showing up fast and without much warning. Maybe the truck driver deserves a little sympathy here. Parking in a spot like that leaves almost no room for error. Saving 10 seconds isn't much of a bargain when you're betting your entire future. A crane doesn't usually tip over because it's weak. It tips over because physics doesn't negotiate with anyone. A 40-foot bus doesn't get a second chance once it starts sliding. That's why every decision behind the wheel matters long before the tires lose grip.
Hey, luister, wat doen die nou?
Mountain roads are engineering marvels, but they're built in places where nature is always trying to take the land back. That's a battle nobody ever truly wins. Carbon fiber is incredibly strong, but no material is stronger than good decision-making. That's the one safety feature every car depends on.
Bij de eindgebruiker. Alleen al het op de dieplader krijgen van het gevaarte is een klus op zich. De chauffeur rangeert de vrachtwagen en anderen laten de tank voorzichtig zakken.
Oversized transport is one of the few operations where an entire roadway temporarily becomes part of the logistics system.
Omstandigheden die zich beperken tot minder dan 200 meter.
Als de algemene verkeersdienst arriveert, ontstaat er meteen een discussie. Dan begint de reis en al na 500 meter het eerste obstakel. Een bocht. De achterzijde van de oplegger wordt met de hand bijgesloten.
Escort vehicles, traffic controllers, and experienced drivers work together to guide massive cargo safely through intersections, bridges, and busy city streets.
De tweede bocht. Ook deze wordt overwonnen. Daarna de provinciale weg op, richting autosnelweg. Op een rotonde wordt het transport zou moeten stoppen en zo voor een verkeerschaos zou zorgen. Nog dichtere mist niet de weg op had gekund. De motorrijders vliegen links en rechts de doorgang. Er wordt besloten over de baan voor het tegemoetkomende verkeer.
Steep mountain climbs test every part of a heavy truck, from engine power to driver judgment. On roads like these, maintaining momentum is critical, because stopping on a steep grade can make restarting an enormous challenge. A Bugatti is built to handle enormous forces on the road. Nobody designs one to dodge falling decorations. The F40 comes from an era when the driver was the traction control. The next unforgettable moment could happen anywhere. Subscribe to Mr. Incredible News so you never miss what's waiting around the corner.